just look around. You got the mountains, you got the most beautiful city in the whole entire country. The university is absolutely, looks like it's out of a storybook. It's just beautiful. People are incredibly genuine and extremely nice. It's just a place that obviously I'd want my kids to go to school. And it sells itself. You don't have to sell anything about this place. You just got to get them here. You know, the old field of dreams. Yep. Build it and they will come. It's already built.
Prepare to race onto the field. Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and Josh Heupel has been named the winner of the Steve Spurrier First Year Coach Award, but he is being forced to share that honor. He's going to share that honor with Shane Beamer, and we're going to talk about that is disrespectful. We're going to look at why I believe Josh Heupel deserves to be the sole holder of that title, but we'll get into it. As always, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. If you press that little thumbs up, it helps the channel, plays the analytics, it plays the game of YouTube, helps us grow this channel. We just hit 11,000 subscribers here on the Talkin VAWLS Network, so we appreciate that. And if you're wondering what this is, we're not experts, we're not insiders, we are fans just like you. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you do go ahead and subscribe, click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we drop a video or when we go live. Indy Kid and Dabra covering that basketball program. Indy Kid dropped a video yesterday, another video coming later today, so check those out. But let's jump into the article. This is over at 247sports.com. Josh Heupel named co-winner of National First Year Coach Award. This is written by Patrick Brown. He says, no first-year head coach in the Power 5 had more regular season wins than Tennessee's Josh Heupel, and his work turning around the Vols from a 3-win 2020 and the tumultuous offseason that followed didn't go unnoticed. Heupel was named the winner of the Steve Spurrier First Year Coach Award, presented annually by the Football Writers Association of America to the best coach in his first year at a school, during a virtual ceremony on Monday night, although he is sharing it with Shane Beamer of South Carolina. The two SEC East coaches were among the three finalists, along with UCF's Gus Malzahn. Now, I'm kind of making a lighthearted joke here when it comes to being disrespectful, but I think when you look head-to-head, South Carolina versus Tennessee, what Josh Heupel was able to do, again, the turnover, the roster attrition, the NCAA investigation, the mess that Jeremy Pruitt left behind for Josh Heupel to take over, I think Josh Heupel has done more with less in 2021. Now, Shane Beamer over at South Carolina, they both ended up with 7 wins on the season. South Carolina took care of business in their bowl game with a win over North Carolina. We all know how Tennessee's bowl game ended up, but both ended with 7 wins on the season. When you look at the recruiting rankings coming for the class of 2022, in the SEC, Tennessee ranks 6th currently. We'll see how they finish out that class, while South Carolina ranks 10th. But two first-year coaches, very similar in record, same, right at the same 7 wins each. I would go and look at the head-to-head performance. Tennessee versus South Carolina inside of Neyland Stadium. Tennessee comes out hot, scores 28 points unanswered in the first quarter, and puts an absolute beat down on South Carolina 45-20. So in my personal opinion, I feel like Josh Heupel deserves to hold this award on his own. It goes on to say here the Vols went 7-6 in Heupel's first season, finishing with just the 5th non-losing SEC record since 2007 and finishing 3rd in the SEC East behind Georgia and Kentucky. Among Tennessee's 7 wins were a victory at 18th ranked Kentucky and a 45-20 demolition of South Carolina in October. Tennessee led 28-0 after the first quarter and 38-7 at halftime, though Beamer's Gamecocks went 4-3 after that loss, with wins against Florida, Auburn, and North Carolina in the Duke's Mayo Bowl to finish 7-6 as well. Man, looking back at the season, reflecting on what was in 2021, I would like to have another shot at that Florida Gators team. The wheels just fell off late in the season. As the article said there, South Carolina with a win over Florida. I would like to have a second shot at them. I would like to have a second shot at Pitt and Ole Miss. But we're going to see what happens in 2022 with Josh Heupel in this football team. Says Heupel's the first two-time winner of the Spurrier Award, having won it in 2018 after his first season at UCF when the Knights ran the table en route to the American Athletic Conference Championship, a Fiesta Bowl berth. The former national championship winning quarterback at Oklahoma has gone on to a successful coaching career, first as an assistant and coordinator at his alma mater, and then as the offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach at Missouri, and head coach at UCF in Tennessee. Heupel is 35-14 in 4 seasons as a head coach with the Knights and VAWLS. He is one of the 5 Tennessee coaches in the past 80 years to win at least 7 games in his first season. And that's the thing about Josh Heupel. What a great start. You know, we go back, rewind, going into the season of 2021, people predicting 3 wins and 4 wins. And the sad thing is, I'm seeing some people still doing that for 2022. They're still not believing. They're still not bought in. In the words of Papa T, one of our regular listeners, they are not all aboard the hype train. I'm all in. I love Josh Heupel. I love this coaching staff. But I will say, I still raise an eyebrow. I still have a little bit of doubt in the back of my mind. Why? Defensive recruiting. This staff, if they're going to be successful, they're going to have to prove that they can recruit on the defensive side of the ball. I think that is a fair criticism. I think what they've been able to do on offense, what they've added through the transfer portal, what they have built, I think this offense is clearly going to be successful. We saw that this season. But how many games can you win with your defense on the field for 90 to 100 plays a game? Is that the downfall? Is the style of play? Is this offense what is hurting their ability to recruit on the defensive side of the ball? That's the one doubt. That's the one question mark I have about Josh Heupel. That doesn't mean I don't support him or I don't think he can get the job done. It's just a question that is in the back of my mind as we head into 2022. Talking more about this past season, it says picked to finish 5th in the SEC East before the season. Tennessee rode an explosive offense thanks to Heupel's up-tempo big play system to exceeding expectations. The Vols finished 7th nationally in scoring and 9th in the FBS in total offense, en route to setting a program single-season record with 511 points. One of 8 program records the offense took down in 2021. Quarterback Hendon Hooker, transfer from Virginia Tech, thrived under Heupel's guidance, setting Tennessee single-season records for passer rating and completion percentage, leading the SEC in the former while throwing 31 touchdown passes with just 3 interceptions. Obviously, the video yesterday talking about Harrison Bailey still being in the transfer portal led to a lot of conversations about quarterback play and Hendon Hooker and what he has been able to do at Tennessee. And going back to the spring and Joe Milton being the starter, I was having a conversation with a listener about that and about Hendon Hooker and what I expected from Hendon Hooker. Because when he came in, you know, he was the guy that I thought was going to win the starting job until Joe Milton came through the transfer portal. Somebody asked me what I saw in Hendon Hooker. Well, I thought he would come in and be efficient. I thought he would be able to run the offense, manage the offense. I never dreamed he would come in and put up the type of numbers that he has put up. And it's not just, you know, it's one thing when you go fast. You run a lot of plays. Your numbers are going to be higher, right? Your yardage, your attempts. But the efficiency that Hendon Hooker led this team with. You know, what you just read there, throwing 31 touchdowns to just 3 interceptions. The records that he set. It's not like he went out there and set a record for yardage just because Tennessee ran more plays. They were on the field more. You know, that's when you can kind of look at the single season record for points, 511, still impressive, but that offense goes fast. They're going to get more opportunities. But again, he's setting records for passer rating and completion percentage. It's not about number of plays. It's about efficiency, and that is what Hendon Hooker has been in 2021. Goes on to say Heupel's teams have finished in the top 10 in both scoring offense and total offense in all 4 seasons as a head coach. Goes on to kind of recap who the losses came to. Again, I would like to have that Pitt game back, that Florida game back. But it is what it is. That's a big bow on the 2021 season. I'm excited about 2022. We're going to see some more activity in the transfer portal, more than likely after spring practice. Tennessee's going to have to add some key pieces on defense, or I am going to be concerned. Now, what's concerned? Do I think Tennessee's going to win 3 to 4 games? No. I still think that this football team can win anywhere from 8 to 10 games. I think they have that potential. I think they are going to be able to outscore a lot of teams. Just a concern moving forward if we think Josh Heupel can take that next step. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Shane Beamer, really? Co-winner? I think Josh Heupel deserves that sole title. But also let me know your thoughts about the concerns moving into 2022 and this Tennessee defense. But that is going to wrap it up. Make sure you hit that thumbs up on the way out the door. Also, go check out the official merchandise. You guys know the link, bonfire.com/store/talkinballs. It's in the description below as well. But that's going to do it. This is the Talkin' Balls Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
The songs how like me, poets sat in our chains, soaking